Today's Sunday. We got 11 games on the schedule. I got 5 picks today, guys. I know usually I don't have these many picks, but I think we got some pretty good action today. I like the schedule, guys. We're going to do some analysis. I'm going to give you guys these looks in just a bit. First, quick recap from yesterday. 0-1. We had just one play on the Hawks. It was looking great, guys, throughout 3 quarters, but at the end, they just completely ran out of gas. It was the second night of back-to-back, and they got ran out the building at the end by the Bulls. Atlanta, guys, very bad against the spread. I think this is a team that we might have to avoid altogether going forward. They were really bad last year, bad again this year. I think we might just look to fade them or just completely stay away, but betting it on them is definitely a tough task. Anyways, guys, that was yesterday. Let's move on today. I got 5 picks. Let's check them out, see if we can finish out this week with a bang. Let's go. All right, first up, we got the Knicks in Indiana taking on the Pacers. The Knicks 3-point road favorites, 227 the total. The Knicks and the Pacers in the Eastern Conference, guys. The Eastern Conference has been terrible to start the year. There's only 2 teams, guys, just 2 teams that are above 500. That's the Cavs. They're 11-0, the only undefeated team in the league, and the Celtics at 8-2. Everyone else is at 500 or below. The Knicks 4-4 in third place at 500. The Pacers 4-5. Now, head-to-head, guys, these teams have played once already. On October the 26th in Madison Square Garden, the Knicks absolutely destroyed the Pacers 123-98. Indiana shot just 3 for 30 from 3, 10%. That definitely won't get it done. So, guys, we do have something to go with. These teams have already played once, and the Knicks have destroyed the Pacers. The Pacers in their last game, guys, they were in Charlotte. They actually, in the second half, they got up by double digits and ended up losing by 20. Just completely fell apart at the end. We might see a possible downtrend here for the Pacers, guys. The Knicks, they are coming off a nice win at home against Milwaukee, 116-94. They blew out the Bucks. I'm going to go here with the team that looks to be trending upward, and that is the New York Knicks. I'm going to take them here with the -3, my first play of the night. All right, up next, we got Golden State in OKC taking on the Thunder. The Thunder 6-point home favorites, 228 the total. Both these teams, guys, off to a very good start to the year. The Thunder 8-1, the Golden State Warriors 7-2. In my opinion here, guys, the Thunder are a team that is going to be there when it's all said and done at the end. The Golden State Warriors, I think, so far have been overachieving a bit. I don't think they're as good as their 7-2 record indicates as of now. And they are coming off a pretty bad blowout loss to the Cleveland Cavs on the road. I think a possible downtrend could be in the works here. In this game, I think the number is pretty decent for the Thunder. The covering machine, guys, their only loss of the year is the only game that they have not covered. The other games have been double-digit wins. They've covered pretty much every game. I think actually 2 games they haven't covered. I think against the Spurs, they got hooked. They were 12.5-point favorites, only ended up winning by 12. So they're pretty much covering a lot of spreads, OKC, when they're winning, and their plus-minus, guys, are very impressive, plus 15.5. Golden State's not too shabby either at plus 12. This should be a pretty decent game. I think the Warriors could hang probably in the first half, but I think that at the end, the Thunder will have too much for Golden State. I'm going to take the Thunder here, guys, with the -6, my pick in this game. All right, up next, we got the Mavs in Denver taking on the Nuggets. The Nuggets are 4-point home favorites, 231 the total. Dallas, very inconsistent to start the year, guys, but like we've talked about in previous videos, this is something that I expect from Dallas. Klay Thompson came over. It's going to take some time for them to find the right chemistry, but they will get it going, guys. It's just a matter of time, just games, and in time they will fix it. They are coming off a 5-game homestand where they didn't perform all that great, just 2-3, and they're coming off a 1-point loss against Phoenix, a game that they very easily could have won. Just details here and there. They dropped that game at the end. Now, 3 games on the road. I think road games and road trips are going to help the Dallas Mavs. They'll have to spend a lot more time with each other. The team, I think, will be just fine. On the injury report, we still have Derek Lively out and PJ Washington, 2 players that are obviously very, very important to the team. The Nuggets, they are 6-4 on the year. They started off very slow, guys, but they've ran off 4 straight. All 4 games at home, where traditionally they have been very strong. This is going to be the 5th and final game of a homestand. They're going to want to finish this out with another win. Do I think it's going to be easy? No. The Nuggets, guys, are not the same team that they were last year or a couple years ago. Jeff Green, Bruce Brown left from the championship team 2 years ago. Last year they lost KCP. Now they're missing Aaron Gordon. He's out with injury. So the Nuggets, guys, are a very different team than what they were the last couple of years. In my opinion, not as good. At home, guys, always a team to reckon with. But in this ball game, guys, I'm actually going to take the Mavs here. I'm going to take the Mavs here with the +4. It is a little concerning, the head-to-head. Dallas, usually when they go in Denver, they don't perform well. But I think this road game will be a good spot for Dallas to bounce back. They look pretty decent against Phoenix, guys, even though they did drop that game. I'm going to take them here with the +4. I think this is a pretty good pick here in this game. All right, up next, we got Memphis and Portland taking on the Blazers. The Memphis Grizzlies are 1-point road favorites, 227 the total. Memphis, guys, pretty decent, 6-4 on the year, considering that they are going through some injuries once again. Desmond Bane, Marcus Smart been out, and now John Morant also going to be out. So 3 players not playing. Actually, Marcus Smart, from what I see on the injury reports, listed as questionable. There's a good chance that he might come back. The extra bodies would be good for Memphis. They've been holding their own, guys. 6-4, that's not bad. Considering all the injuries. For Memphis, they're also on a 2-game winning streak. Pretty decent, the Memphis Grizzlies. The Portland Trail Blazers, on the other hand, 3-7. They are also on a 2-game losing streak, not playing that well. They were out for a 4-game trip. 1 win, and that was against the Pelicans, the woeful Pelicans. Then they dropped games to the Suns, the Spurs, and the last one they got blown out by Minnesota. Now, guys, in this spot, I think this is a good opportunity for Portland to grab a W here. I know Memphis has been playing decent, like I said, even with injuries, with all the injuries that they got. But I think this is a pretty good opportunity for Portland here. I'm going to take the Blazers here with the +1, my pick in this game. All right, final game of the night. We got Sacramento and Phoenix taking on the Suns. The Kings are 1-point road favorites, 227.5 the total. Phoenix, they actually opened as 2.5-point favorites. The line flipped. The reason for that, Kevin Durant, guys, he's out with a strained hamstring. He's going to be out for at least a couple of weeks. Big injury, of course, for the Phoenix Suns. Sacramento, they are 5-4 on the year, guys. 1 game above 500 and in 11th place in the West. They wouldn't even make the play-in tournament if the season were to end right now. How crazy is that? Like I talked about earlier in the video, in the Eastern Conference, there's only 2 teams with a winning record. Sacramento would have been 3rd in the East, but in the West, they are 11th. That's how the season has started off. That is pretty wild. Sacramento coming off a loss at home to the Clippers. Their run and gun basketball was not working in that game, guys. They only put up 98 points. The first game all year that they have failed to put up triple digits. Bad game for Sacramento. The Phoenix Suns, on the other hand, they're tops in the West, guys. 8-1, 7-game winning streak, coming off a 1-point win in Dallas. Yusuf Nurkic got fouled in the last second of that game, made 1 out of 2 free throws, and that was enough to give Phoenix the W. 8-1, guys. I think the Phoenix Suns, I've talked about in previous videos, look, the point differential, the plus-minus is not that high. They win games at the end. Kevin Durant, usually the player that makes a difference. He's not going to be in the lineup tonight, so this is going to be a tough game for the Suns. Usually in this spot, I do like to bet on the team that's missing their star player. In this case, it would have been Phoenix, but I don't know. I just can't really pull the trigger, guys. I think Sacramento, if I had to put, the lean is on Sacramento. I don't know if I can bet this game on a side bet, but what I am going to do is I'm going to take a play on the total. I'm going to go over this number. I know Durant's going to be missing, but I expect a track meet here. I think they can run up the score, guys, in this ballgame. I think we're going to have a track meet. I'm going to take the over. The over 227.5 is going to be my play in this last game of the night. All right, 5 picks for tonight, guys. New York -3, Dallas +4, OKC -6, Portland +1, and I like the over 227.5, Phoenix and Dallas. Out of all of these picks, guys, my favorite one is gonna be on. My favorite pick is Dallas with the +4. I'm definitely gonna throw some extra change on that game. My favorite one out of all these 5, but I'm liking all 5 of these plays. Big schedule, guys, 11 games. It is a Sunday. Sundays do tend to be a little funky, guys. We could have some crazy results. So be a little disciplined in your plays. Always only bet games that you feel confident in. My advice to you guys, and always do it responsibly. Be disciplined, guys. Very, very important when we're sports betting, especially the NBA guys, where we've seen some wild shit happening pretty much on a nightly basis. So, guys, with that, I am going to wrap up the video right here. I'm going to wish you all good luck on your plays. Enjoy your Sunday, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good one. Later.